Hello students, I am back with part 2 of the poem The Voice of the Rain. So rain describes about its journey from earth to heaven in the first part. And what is it? What is this journey known as? It is known as the water cycle in nature. Okay? So next the rain says, I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. The rain is telling the poet that it comes down on earth for what? For cleaning, washing. Lave means to wash. For washing, for giving a bath. To whom? To the drought-prone areas. During the hot summer season, because of excessive heat of the sun, the land dries up, the soil, it cracks, the trees, the plants, they become, you can say, brown in color when they do not receive rain. The rain takes pity on earth. The rain has an, you can say, affection for the earth. The rain knows that earth needs it badly. So in order to benefit earth, rain descends on earth, comes down on earth and give a wash, cleans these drought-prone areas. Atomies means every atom, every molecule of the earth gets cleaned by the pure water of the rain. Dust layers of the globe, all over the world, this very globe, this very world gets a bath, gets washed when rain descends from heaven to earth. And all that in them, without me, were seeds only, latent, unborn. Imagine or think about a dry seed. When you look at a dry seed, are you able to understand the fact that actually life is thriving inside the seed? When will we come to know that there was life inside the seed? Once you sow the seed in the soil, you water it regularly, and you see that after a few days, a new plant will come out from it. That will show that the seed was actually having life inside it when it was in its dry form. So what rain is telling over here? That without me, if the seed do not receive rain, what will happen? It will remain latent, hidden inside. Life will remain hidden, life will remain unborn. New plant will not come out, new plant will not take birth if the seed does not receive the rainwater. You understand? And we all know this fact, that for good production, for a good crop, rainwater is very essential. We all know this. And so this line means this, that without the rain, without the rainwater, the seeds cannot turn into a new plant, into a seedling, and then into a new plant. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin. What is the own origin? From where does the rain originates? From the earth itself? Isn't it? Evaporation is taking place from the earth itself. Then only water vapor is formed, then only it goes to the sky. Then condensation takes place, clouds are formed, and those clouds come down on earth in the form of rain. So which place is the place of origin of the rain? It's the earth itself. So what the rain is telling over here? And forever by day and night, I give back life to my own origin every day and night, 24 hours. What is rain doing? Rain is giving back life to its origin. It is giving life to its place of origin, to its birthplace. Earth is its birthplace. And rain is giving life to its birthplace. How? Nothing will grow on earth if we do not receive the rainwater. If we do not receive the rain, everything will dry up. Everything will die. The plants, the trees, everything will die if we do not receive the rain. Isn't it? So in that sense, rain is giving life to earth. Do you realize? So in that sense, rain is giving life to its place of origin. And that is what it is saying over here. And make pure and beautify it. Obviously, imagine how green, just think of how green the leaves become, how lively the flowers appear to be after a shower. If you visit your garden, your terrace where you have kept plants, or your garden where you have grown plants, visit it once after the rain and just see how greenish, how lively the flowers and the plants they look, as if they get rejuvenated after receiving the rain. So that is why rain is telling that it makes them pure. How it makes them pure? By washing away the dust, by washing away the dirt, it becomes pure, and beautify it. Obviously, it makes the earth more beautiful. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, raked or unraked, duly with love returns. Here, rain has compared itself with a song. Just as a song originates from the heart of the singer, in the same manner, the rain originates from the heart of the earth. Understood? The song, it originates from the heart of the singer. It wanders, it fulfills the needs, and once again comes back to the heart of the singer. It remains the singer's entire, you can say, soul thing, a thing that he possesses solely. In the same manner, the rain says that it originates from earth. It goes to the sky, once again comes back on earth, fulfill the need of the earth. It fulfills the need of the earth by providing water to the plants and the trees and the flowers, raked or unraked. Raked means cared for. Rain has love for the earth because the love is its place, the earth is its place of origin. That is why with love it returns to the earth. Just as a song returns to its singer once its purpose gets fulfilled. In the same manner, once the purpose of the rain gets fulfilled by watering the earth, the drought areas of the earth, drought-prone areas of the earth, the dry areas of the earth, the rain returns back to earth. It goes to heaven, again it comes back on earth whether you care for rain or not, rain is telling. It is not bothered. Rain is not bothered whether you care for it or not, but it will continue doing its duty. Okay students, I hope you have understood it.